We are here at the grounds, that is at the KIrinyaga University, where they are still going on with arrangements on what will be happening from tomorrow. So to answer your question, no, it has not begun. It is the different exhibitors who've been given the green light to set up their tents at this particular point, who are still setting them up. And one of the things, if my cameraman Charlo will be able to show, is there is this particular tent that has been set up by the Safaricom group, and they have set up there who are the platinum sponsors for this particular event. And for you to be a platinum sponsor, it costs you about 10 million shillings, and that is the sponsorship that they have sunk into this particular event that is going to be here from today all the way to the 8th of this month, that is Friday. And what we expect is that today, a few meters from this particular ground where we are, is that the delegates from the different counties who have been given the green light also by their different counties are registering, and you have to pay a certain amount so that you can get accreditation to get into this particular room. As we were getting into not room but this particular grounds, as we were setting up, we've also been able to see the kind of security that is being set out inside and outside of these premises. For right now, it has not started, but even for you to get anywhere close to the fence of this particular university, you have to be vetted by the different police groups that have been set outside there. This particular room, this particular tent on this other side, is where the delegates will all be coming, and they will be meeting here probably tomorrow, when President Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to officially open this particular, the 6th Devolution Conference. Then there is this, Ken, that you can see here, and this is a tent that has been set up by the KIrinyaga County. What do they aim to achieve? It is talking about the KIrinyaga coffee. What they're telling us right now, and it is something that we probably would want also to confirm, is that it has just been voted as the best coffee in Africa. And it is something that they are really boasting about, and they have gotten a stand very close to where President Uhuru Kenyatta will be opening the forum in the main plenary area. So they also expect that probably President Uhuru Kenyatta will come and have some coffee from this particular stand. On the question on whether there are some governors who've snubbed this particular event, yes, there are such concerns, but none of them, if you speak to the officials, is willing to go on record to say that we will not be coming. It is something that it is interesting that we will be waiting to see, and you can only take stock of that on Friday when the Devolution Conference will be over, and probably we will be getting that these particular people did not come for this particular function. But right now, we do understand that President Uhuru Kenyatta has called most of these governors, and he is going to have a meeting with them, if it has not started, in Sagana, that is at the State House Sagana, so that they can be discussing some of the things that probably will be coming out in this particular function. Because remember, there are so many issues that the governors have been bringing up, and there is the question on revenue allocation. That is probably some guys who think, or some counties who believe that they contribute so much towards the GDP of this country that they should be given something commensurate to what they contribute to this country. Then there is the census that is coming up, and governors have actually even set up a subcommittee that will be looking into this question, because they say that it is on the census, or it is based on this census, that probably most of them are going to get the numbers as they head into 2022, because they are also governors, they are managers, but they are still politicians. You have to look at all these questions. But there is also the issue of disbursement of funds to counties. It has become such a huge problem that governors believe that it is time that the national government dealt with this matter once and for all, because they say that every time that money is delayed from going to the counties, it is the people who are on the ground that suffer, because most of the money still remains at Nairobi. But remember, there are also those concerns that probably Kenya is broke at this time, and there is not so much money. Last week, part one, when Deputy President William Ruto was in Tharaka-Nithi, that question was brought up by the governors, including the chairman, that is Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. But Deputy President William Ruto was very categorical that these governors are not being very sincere, because none of them is talking about the salaries that they receive at the end of the month. They only say about the money that is supposed to be disbursed. So he dispelled that rumor that government would probably be broke. But it is also something that we do expect that is going to come out of here. It is also an interesting view to see how will the central region counties be benefiting from this devolution conference that has been brought very close to them in KIrinyaga County for the first time, and everybody is scrambling probably to see what goodies could they be getting. There are some of the deals that were signed even in the 2018 devolution conference in Kakamega. Probably they will be taking stock of where have they gone, where have they reached at this particular point. Are the issues that they were discussing in Kakamega implementable and all that? So probably it is all about taking stock. It is 6 years since Kenya adopted the devolution mode, but probably is it working? Should we rethink? Remember, also nurses have been clamoring to go back to the national government as they say that probably the county mode is not working. Is it time that the health issue got back to the national government? Remember the medical equipment issue that has really been bogging down. Counties were contributing 90 million shillings towards which was being deducted at the exchequer, as it was for the medical equipment that were leased by the national government. Then that money shot up to 200 million, and it is still being deducted at the exchequer. Probably, and governors are not so happy with regards to this, and it is a matter that probably will come up at this 6th devolution conference. So there are so many issues that they will want to discuss, but we do expect probably when President Uhuru Kenyatta will be here to open this event tomorrow, he is going to address some of the issues that have bedeviled the counties since 6 years. There is the issue of corruption. We just saw the other day that Samburu governor was taken to the EACC to answer to questions regarding 2 billion shillings. So is corruption real in the counties? Probably it is something that President Uhuru Kenyatta will be addressing. On Thursday, we do also expect that Deputy President William Ruto will be officially closing this event here in KIrinyaga, and he'll also be taking stock of what has been happening. But Raila Odinga is not on the program, but we do understand that he was approached, but he said he was not available during this particular period. These are just some of the questions that we will be looking into, as well as looking keenly at those counties that will not be represented here because, Ken, there are those fears that some of them may snap, just fears as of now.